After a stressful travel to your destination, your desired destination for relaxing, the charging stress begins. And again you think, why me? How do I do that? We've learned from our travel video to Denmark that it is quite easy to charge en route, because nearly every kilometer you find a fast charger, and you can do it even only using Ionity chargers. But what do you do on location? And you're thinking about, do I have to fight with all the other EVs in the city for these 2 AC 11 kilowatt spots every evening, or what should I do? Do I have to drive to a fast charger nearby and walk home and all the stuff like that? And basically, to ease you a bit out on this topic, I made this video, and with that, hello friends of the electrified charging fun, and welcome to Electrified Speicher elektrisiert, your channel all around Scottish e-mobility. My name is Matthias, and on this video we talk about charging on your holiday destination, whether it is a good way to book a hotel or of a holiday home with a charger on site. How is it? Do you have to go to the fast charger, to the local chargers? Is it better to have a charging tariff, a subscription active to get it cheap, or can you pay ad hoc with your credit card? And this may mainly apply to Denmark, because we went to Denmark, and if it is of interest for you to learn more about charging on your holiday destination and how easy that might be, then this video is for you, and then I'll wish you a lot of fun. According to my information, over 80% of all Germans who travel to Denmark to make holidays are doing that in a holiday home. And although we are living in Switzerland, we are Germans living there, we did the same. We rented a holiday home. And electromobility in Denmark is way further in the future than in Switzerland and Germany. And of course, we have an AC charger at our holiday home. Here it is. The key or the RFID chip is in here, and I can plug in and charge with 11 kilowatts like I would at home. It is paid by the general electric bill of our holiday home. That's not the cheapest way to do so. It's about 40 or 45 euro cent a kilowatt hour. But for the convenience, I am ready to pay that and not drive to any charger who might be cheaper, because the convenience to charge at your holiday home every evening from whatever road trip you did is awesome. And that leads me to another thought. General charging here in Denmark is without any problems. At every parking lot near the beach, even offside of the main hotspots of tourists, you will find at least one AC charger with 2 plugs. More often you find 4, 6, 8 or 10 charging stalls to charge up, and you always get a free spot, or not always. At the most concentrated hotspots from tourists, it might be difficult, but most of the time you will get a spot. At every supermarket you find chargers, even fast chargers. At the gas stations, the petrol stations, they often have a fast charger as well. The infrastructure is really good. Of course, if you go way up more north to Norway or Sweden, it even is better. But this is, compared to Switzerland or Germany, awesome. And you never think of running out of energy. And you see it also on the road that e-mobility in Denmark is way ahead of what we see in Germany or in Switzerland. You see a lot of electric cars here, and I mean a lot. Of course, the most seen car is Tesla Model 3, Tesla Model Y. But it is close followed in my observation from the Volkswagen brands. You see really a lot of ID4s and ID5s, and as well Skoda Enyaqs. Maybe someone even recognized my orange Phoenix metallic Enyaq, I don't know. Write me in the comments if it is like this. And you see a lot of Chinese brands we do not even have in Switzerland, like NIO or BYD. And I never saw so many A-Ways. In Switzerland, they are a curiosity when you meet one, but here they are quite common. So this is really awesome to see how it's working when way more people are driving electric. And at the end of the day, that is quite great to have a charger here at the holiday home and charge without any hassle during your holidays. We're on the way to our second holiday home because the other week we are at a different spot here in Denmark and it's a 4-hour drive. Time to have some rest, and when resting, well, not charging up. And basically I hit that fast charger here direct at the North Sea. And yeah, but this is not Ionity. How to charge? What provider do you take? So I looked up my apps, and EnBW told me, well, this is a charger for 84 euro cent a kilowatt hour due to my free tariff, but I doubt it would be different in any other tariff. And the Skoda Power Pass told me even it's 7 Danish krones or 89 euro cent a kilowatt hour. So I decided to have a look at the charger itself, to look what they want from me when I pay with a credit card. Here you go. This is what the Danish charging provider is asking from you with the credit card. It's 3.49, 3.5 Danish krones. So half of what Skoda Power Pass is asking you to pay, and basically half of what the EnBW app is asking you to pay. Time to plug in and pay with a credit card. 3.5 Danish krones or crowns, this means 47 euro cent. And if I look up the apps from EnBW with all the charging subscriptions you can have, even with the biggest one of EnBW, as far as I understand, I could be wrong, which means 18 euros a month, we would see the same amount, 84 euro cents here, because other providers is always between 59 and 89 euro cent. And I doubt it will change, but there is no demo mode. You cannot simulate how much you pay at a charger if you would subscribe or not. And if I look up the Power Pass, it's the same. Even with the biggest subscription plan you can get with the Power Pass, which basically, as of now, for me at least, is the charge faster for 15 Swiss francs. DC charging would be 69, would be around, and even if I would choose the charge faster tariff from the Skoda Power Pass, which would provide the lowest cost for charging, we would talk about 73 euro cent at this fast charger. So basically, even these plans are way too expensive compared to simply pay by credit card. After this experience, I thought, edge case here, edge case, this is just one charger and one provider where it is cheaper to charge ad hoc than with my subscription tariffs here. But this would not be electrified Speicher if I would not take the approach to prove this assumption. So I went to 2 different charging locations with 2 different providers than the first one to have a look at it, because I don't like to get fooled. And for me, this is fooling people into paying way too much. So we went the other day, we went to a charger nearby our holiday home here, and this time it was not RHA or RA, it was from E.ON. And it was a slow charger, an AC charger, or basically 4 AC chargers. There was a fast charger on the side as well. But we went on a hike, and I thought this is a great way to charge my car slowly up on an AC charger while hiking. And guess what? The LE Power Pass tariff on that charger, you can see it here, is 5.44 Danish crowns a kilowatt hour, and basically 72 euro cent a kilowatt hour. And EnBW is asking 59 euro cent a kilowatt hour. Again, quite expensive for the power on a slow charger. So I scanned the QR code on the charging station directly from E.ON Drive, and it came up with a website with direct payment, and guess what? It's 2.03, or basically 2 Danish crowns a kilowatt hour. And if you calculate that in euro, it's 27 cents. Then we went on to another location, 30 minutes this direction, basically directly at the North Sea, directly at the parking lot. You found a fast charger with 2 charging stalls and a slow AC charger. This time I looked the fast charger up again, and basically another brand, EWII or EV, or I don't know how they pronounce this company, but it doesn't matter. So the third company, the third spot, and we have the same result. This time this provider had dynamic pricing. Kind of interesting that you pay way cheaper prices in the morning hours than in the evening. I don't care about that, but it would be 3.44 Danish crowns a kilowatt hour when we hit that spot, and it goes up to 4.20 around in the evening. But basically this is again ad hoc charging, just scanning the QR code at the charging station, and it's way cheaper again because EMBW asking you for 84 cents a kilowatt hour there, and the PowerPass Ellie asks you for 7 Danish crowns. 7 Danish crowns against 3.44, so half the price. What is the lesson learned? It is not just an edge case. It happens all the time, at least here in Denmark, and to be honest, I kind of like it. Imagine that ad hoc charging would be the cheapest possible way to charge the car at a charger. Simply not having in mind all your charging cards, all the tariffs, all the apps, just throw them away, plug in, credit card, and here you go. This would be a great scenario, but this is not the case today. And this is a problem in e-mobility. It should not be that way. And basically, I guess it's in other countries the same. And I'm not a fan of regulations. But in this case, I think the EU should do the same as they did with Roman tariffs when it comes to the mobile phone. They should do the same with the electromobility tariffs, because this is Wild West and you get fooled all the time. So check before you pay that you really get the cheapest price. And in some cases, this might be ad hoc charging. Are you always in the right spot when the blue light on the charger flashes up and you're the experienced guy out there, knows everything about charging on location? Then write me down in the comments how to do it. Please also share your knowledge maybe for your country so that others can read and learn from it. How do you book your accommodations? Do you always choose them with a charger on site so you can basically charge when needed? Or is it okay for you to charge a bit off your destination and walk a few kilometers, or let's say a couple of 100 meters? Write me down in the comments. Let's share the knowledge in the community. Let's discuss this topic. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out any new content on my channel. And then we see each other in the next video. Until then, stay full of energy.